All right, we are live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wayne's World. Okay, so what's up? I'm not going to do an intro or any of that. I'm not going to waste time messing with that. Excusez-moi. I am going to talk about real quick a few things, kind of like as precursors, I guess. But thanks for the super chat, Kevin. It says, "Is Jade really back? Has she returned?" No, no. Uh, in fact, I didn't even want to really like. I had no plans to do a stream like this because so many people were calling Danny out for his BS, and I was like, I'm good just watching, you know. But before I really get into it, into the weeds of why I'm doing this and like I guess like what else you're going to gain from it, if anything, because apparently like there's still a nice chunk of people who seem to think that he's a safe person to have in the community, which is it's it's an interesting way to look at things considering all things. But first, this. I want to say we are a generation of trolls. Those of us who are millennials and Gen Xers. Probably not the boomers, but definitely the Gen Xers and millennials. Why? We grew up um, being able to use AOL and being on the internet, and we grew up with the internet in that sense. I mean, I'm sure some of you can remember like flame wars and stuff like that on forums back in the day, you know, being in gaming forums. In fact, there's still gaming forums where Gen X and millennials are still having flame wars. Uh, I don't know, man. It's nuts. It's nuts, right? Um, But you got to think about this. So there are a lot of people in the home arcade space that are Gen Xers and millennials, like older millennials. And I was really been thinking about this today, and I'm like, man, there's a lot of trolls. There's a lot of people that know how to troll. There's, you know, I can't tell you how many alt accounts I've seen um, and it's like you trying to figure out like whose alt account it is. So yeah, AOL Prodigy. But my point is that nothing in the home arcade community is what you think it is. Like almost none of it. Um, and I would say that like most people who move on from that community do not want to go back and are probably like careful to stay outside of the boundaries of it because it's like you don't if you don't want to be there like you don't want to be there like it's just a toxic cesspool of assholery, hypocrisy, and stupidity. All right. um Trolling really is an art. Yeah. uh da, 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 da. I won a light up door kit last night and it's awesome. Sweet. All right. So yeah, anyways, my point is that there's a lot of trolling going on in that community, and people who you wouldn't think are trolls are trolling. I'm going to get into that more later, but I just want to precurse this whole thing with that. Now, I'm going to scroll back up and I'm going to read a comment here from Thor KC. I'm going to read a couple comments. Spoiler alert, you are trying to cancel somebody for sacrificing their day job to watch his young children so his stir-crazed wife can pursue her career. Kind of a bad look, y'all. I have neither desire nor interest to defend anyone or tell anyone what to do, but as I have enjoyed your content and person and do not wish ill upon it, I highly encourage you to redirect. Even if I am wrong in any part or entirely, what could that realistically accomplish? If you have ever been the target of bullying, surely you understand how bad it makes everybody look. Grow up and get back to producing instead of tearing down and criticizing. Now, Thor, I went and I looked at your YouTube page, and on your YouTube page, you had this little post about I think it's the Donald Trump cult. Okay, that's what I think it was. All right. Now I'm impartial to all that political crap. Okay. Um, and I'm not going to even like go down that rabbit hole. But the real point that I can derive from that is that you know, let's just take a look here. Let me just scan through my 5,000 things here. Colt here, right here. Okay. So essentially, the first comment here says people in a cult don't know that they are in a cult. They think everyone else is weird. And that's very ironic. It seems very ironic, doesn't it, Thor? Why would I say it's ironic? Well, because the people who continue to support Danny and think that he's like a good person to have in the community, well, I mean, his following is very cultish. They'll defend anything he does. And I mean, I'm not going to like make up a bunch of wild examples because there would be then people in that community would get confused and say that I'm saying a bunch of things that I'm not. But I could make up a bunch of wild examples of what somebody could do and get away with, and I could just assume that followers are those type of people that would let that happen. Okay? So yeah, there's that. Secondly, using that thing like the bullying thing against me is not like a thing that I'm sensitive to because regardless of what happened to me in this space, like unfortunately, even though it's crappy, I chose to be on this platform and I chose to communicate with the people that I've communicated with. So I take responsibility for that. I'm not going to play the victim role, you know. I'm not going to go there. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to say that I'm being bullied. If I do something, especially if I do something that is like you're getting called out for stealing from someone or, taking people's money, um, lying about like financial situations and lying to your viewers about stuff like that. Okay. Um, when you're talking about messing with people's money, it's a whole different ball game. Like you're not getting out of that. That's not okay. Like it's not okay to just keep on doing what you're doing. All right. And I saw Danny's live last night where he gave away it was like a $50, correct me if I'm wrong, but it was a $50 digital code for an at games um, pinball thing, and somebody had given that to him, right? Somebody had given that code to him, and I believe that when somebody gave that to him, he was like, "Oh, I'm just gonna cry, you guys." Whoa. Okay. Um, just assume they're all lying about their financial situation, and you can never go wrong. Yeah. People who talk about their finances on YouTube, unless it's like something dire, like, hey, my house just got like ran over by a tornado, and insurance takes like a month to cover us or whatever. That's like a severe situation. Um, but yeah, just assume that it's bullcrap, because why would you bring up your finances on YouTube in a public forum? You know what I mean? Like, either A, you're full of crap. Apparently YouTube is like really cracking down on naughty words, so I'm trying not to overuse those, but it's probably going to happen. Probably going to happen. Could I zoom in? Yeah, I will zoom in. Let me see here. Okay, there you go. Is that better? Thank you for the 5 memberships, Mr. Clausen. One of those for you. Okay. So yeah, there's this last comment here that Thor kind of left. Grow up and get back to producing instead of tearing down and criticizing. Look, man, I am not trying to tear Danny down. What I am trying to do is hold him accountable for what he did to the community and for what he continues to do. Acting like nothing's wrong, everything he did was perfectly like cool, let's move on. No, you don't understand that people like this don't move on. They just keep doing the same thing over and over. And to be frank, I called this out a long time ago, that Danny is not my favorite person in the world. And the reason for that is because of what he has done in the past, and because of what he has said and that his character has come out early on. And everybody seems to like pass over this whole thing of him passively using the N-word. And it's like, dude, that's not a good thing. But the thing that really irked me was that first he lied about it, and then he wasn't really taking responsibility for it. And then when he did, it was like, okay, yeah, I'm sorry. And it was just like, get it out of my face type thing. It wasn't like he had learned anything from it, other than not to say it publicly. Um, so yeah, so please, the fact that you felt so pressed to say something in my chat is weird. That's cultish to me. And I mean, you posting stuff about Trump and cults and stuff like that, it seems very hypocritical, to be frank. All right. I'm just being honest. That's just my point of view. And yeah, so that's my response to that comment, or those series of comments. Um, with that being said, let's move on. Based on this comment right here, people in a cult don't know that they are in a cult. They think everyone else is weird. And that pretty much defines like the home arcade and a lot of like the following that happens in the home arcade. It is very cultish, okay? It is very cultish. Now, I'm going to take 1 second. I'm going to take 1 second because I don't want to hear anybody pull this bullshit on me, okay? And I'm going to say, I'm going to go out on a limb here and do something I completely do not have to do, but I'm going to do it anyways because I don't want to hear anybody say that I'm being dishonest, and I'm going to tell you why. And I had to like even like find a nice way to say this without like making it sound redundant. But I live my life as a trans woman, and the only reason I'm saying that is not because I want sympathy. It's not for any reason, but just to say, and it's in my about me section, by the way, but just to say that I'm being honest with you and I'm telling you that, whatever, I don't know, because people tend to get like really pissed about that if it's not like disclosed for some reason, even though I'm not on here to date anyone. I'm not on here to do anything like that. This is about gaming and like what goes on in the gaming communities. All right. So I'm just clearing that up right now. Okay. Fair enough. All right. And I'm really hoping that we don't lose connection because I've been having like massive internet problems. Of course, my dongle is like hanging down here. This is not good. We lost connection, didn't we? Did we lose our connection? Somebody help. Dongle. Dongle. It's like the perfect timing too. I don't know. It seems to be working. I'm good. All right. Okay, so that thing's making me nervous. The dongle's making me nervous. Okay, so anyways, that being said, that's who I am. I am who I am. Fuck you if you don't like it. And it's none of your business anyways. But since we're talking about all this stuff, I'm just gonna throw that out there. What's up, Andy? Um, but I think that generally most normal people really don't give a shit. Okay. And here's where we get into the cult stuff, okay? Because as you guys know, or as many of you know at least, who watched a lot of the streams that have been, well, streams and videos that have been released about what Danny was doing. One of the bigger ones is on this guy's channel, Nicholas. I don't want to say his name wrong, but I think it's Diorio. And what was really interesting to me about this was that he came at it in a very practical way, in a very common sense way, and his audience, okay, on a live stream of about 2,500 people, they were all like, dude, this guy's he's nuts. Like what, like no, like this is cringe, this is bad, this is, and they could immediately see that his behavior was that he wasn't taking accountability for anything. All right. And I'm gonna like play this just a little bit because I know a lot of people have seen it. But I just want you guys to see the chat. This is like my main thing, and I might have to go to like the unlisted video. Is that volume okay, chat? Let me know. Let me know if it's all right.
Bro, are you telling me I was using the camera mic the whole time? Oh my God, I can't stand that. I hate it. I hate the camera mic. It sounds like you're in like a cave, in like the back of a cave. Is it fixed now? I hope it's fixed. Fuck that cave mic. Okay. Um way better. Okay, cool. God. Thank God. Who said that? Paul? Dude. Oh my God. Okay. Sorry guys. Who does this? Okay. I'm sorry. Let me go back here. Like who kudos to Joel, by the way. I mean, like, yo, that was a ripper. While I was streaming the segment at this time, the Corner Kid actually showed up in my chat. You don't say. I mean, who in here has seen Danny in the community long enough to know that he goes into people's chats and literally begs to come on? Yeah, guys, let's go. Let's do this. Let's go on live, guys. Come on. I mean, that is literally like his MO. And he cannot read a room. He doesn't read a room. So it's like he doesn't know when people are like dude, like, no, go away. Like, he doesn't get it. It doesn't register in his brain. Like, okay, that's enough. Like, that's enough. And this is it right here. Like, you are literally getting roasted on this live stream with an audience of 2,500 people. And this is what he says to Nick. I'm here, chat, get hyped. AI is nuts. Send the link, Nick. This is awesome. He just got roasted for like an hour straight. Arrived, chat. Let's go, chat. See, this is like the mindset. This is the mindset. Can't read the room. And it's just ludicrous. Like it's like he craves attention. Desperately. All right. Oh, and by the way, I just want to add in here. He has gone into people's live streams and asked for them to buy things for him. Okay? Like actually asked other viewers, said like, somebody buy me this or somebody buy me that. Who does that? Who does that? I'm really screwed up. God, I wish I wasn't though. Okay. Here are some of the chat from Nick's stream. Let me see if I need to zoom in. I might need to zoom in on this. Okay, can you guys see that? He gets paid in 3 days. What? Given he buys like 1 to 2 machines a month, he likely gets like $3K to $4K a month. Literally net negative. WTF? Huh? Definitely have bad credit. And he has kids. Holy shit. LOL. LMFAO. And I mean, it does not get any better. Okay, I'm gonna skip that part because I'm trying to be like, I want to be respectful of his kids. So, he's incompetent to a huge degree. Hype. Panic in the pinball. LMAO. It's so essentially like all of these comments coming in are son of a bitch. Hold on. Three Scarlet Solo.
All right, I'm switching back to the camera thing. Hold on. What happened to my audio? Okay, is it so you can hear me through the camera?
This is literally going to drive me nuts. Automatically adjust mic volume. Maybe that's it. Is that better? We can't hear still. Okay, still no. Yeah, but the screen share has no sound. Okay, so you can hear me, but you can't hear what's on the screen. Got it. Understood. Sorry, guys. Let me see what's going on. I don't know why that wouldn't work. Laysai. Well, I mean, can you guys tell I haven't live streamed in like 5 years? My dogs only want something as soon as I get on a live stream. Like it's in the most violent way. In the most violent way. Okay. Let's see if I can pull this back up. I don't even know. Like, let me see. Present. Stop. Present. Video file. Screen share. Share screen. Window. You know what? That's so rude. Yeah. Super rude. Super rude. Okay. Let's go back here. All right, there. We have this back up. Let's see if the audio will work on it now. Okay, guys. Let me know. Give me a 1 in the chat if the video has audio. Share tab with audio. Okay, 2, so nothing. Got it. All right, share tab with audio. Why is this so difficult? Share tab with audio. I can do it, guys. Stop screen, present, share screen, share tab, select tab. Okay. Wait. For the love of everything. Oh, I have to use Chrome. That's fun. All right. Copy, paste. Totally cool. I got
it. Some people were harassing my wife, my personal wife, right? Promoting your videos. So when someone subscribes to you from India is not an actual channel. Because Papa Brad, if you have 26,000 subscribers,
she
you
was a
easily
pro
have
at
300
streaming.
people watching your lives. You barely scrape 27. Let's go, dude. I love you guys, and I'm hyped, bro. I'm hyped. Mrs. Corner Kate is back, baby. She's like,
yeah, okay. So I'm gonna go back through here. I'm not. We should be good there. He just talks about in the intro about how he basically is looking into this scamming crazy nonsense, right? Now, everything else that I showed you guys, just as far as like comments and stuff like that, was just me pointing out like what his reaction to the situation is. The corner Kate himself, which is like the craziness, and then the normal crowd of people, the 2,500 people that are in this dude's live stream. First of all, I was shocked because I was like, dude, I've never, like, in the home arcade community and some gaming niche communities, you look at how people behave and it makes you feel crazy. Like, it makes you feel like the inside of your brain is like pulling itself out and it's coming out of like your ears and your nose. Like, you feel crazy. And then to be in his chat and to see how people were reacting, I was like, oh, okay, good. It's nice to see that all these people aren't enabling him and they aren't like, oh, well, what did he do wrong? Oh, I mean, I don't see anything here. Do you guys see anything? Nope, everything looks fine. It's totally normal. And then you've got Nick, who is what, 10 years younger than him, schooling him on how to be financially responsible, which is like, how are you not embarrassed to some degree that you have a young man schooling your old ass on how to be financially responsible? I'll show you guys right here.
it came to my attention that some people were harassing my wife, my personal wife, right?
People were harassing his wife. Really? I would like to see receipts of this. I would like, who was harassing Katie? Because last time I checked, people were trying to like be, protective and like, okay, his wife and his kids. And I have never seen any evidence of this, of anybody harassing Katie. That is a full-fledged bullshit lie. I'm calling bullshit. Okay. He's also going to go on at some point to say that people get his address and like want him murdered. And that's another full-fledged lie. 9 chat from Jerry Voluptuous. He says, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. That's very generous, Jerry. Thank you for the super chat. I very much appreciate that. For the channel. Wait, I don't know what I did there. Hopefully I liked that. It's different in the studio. But yeah, so I mean, Bo says, all people do is simp for Katie. And I mean, there are a lot of guys, and that's something that I'm going to talk about too. There are a lot of guys that I think kind of have, a crush on Katie, maybe Danny as well. Maybe both. I don't know. I mean, I'm just speculating. And I think that's part of the cult thing. I think that's like part of the madness, man, a lot of thirsty fellas. Ain't that the truth? And you know what? Like, I would say that that's like a normal thing that you're going to find online, is that there's guys that are like that, or, guys that just don't get any. So yeah, I mean, it causes them to probably act in ways that wouldn't be considered normal. Console kits, you're a fucking troll, but that's okay. We should teach Danny about debt snowball. Worked for me. Dave helped me through my late 20s and early 30s. Oh God. Debt is so stupid. I hate debt. But it exists, and yeah, you definitely have to know how to manage your finances if you don't want to end up like in debt, like in, of course there are ways out of it, but yeah, I mean, clearly if, the GoFundMe is happening and that's like his first go-to, that's very strange. Make any sense? That's not good debt, financial management. It's not good anything. And into a lot of things that connect to this that I think really need to be emphasized here. One of the first things is like, how did the GoFundMe even get from their personal Facebook to YouTube on the weekly 1UP news page or community page? This is something that we're going to talk about and look into. You can't be both. You can only be one. I'll give you like alpha maybe. Okay, wasn't that the long running joke that no one gave a rip about him but wanted his personal wife on their show? Yeah, what does that even mean? Like personal wife? Like what is that? Is that some sort of like terminology for what's it called? I want to use like the classy word for it, but concubine. Yeah, that's it. My personal wife, one of my concubines. Like what? Okay. I'm gonna get back to this.
Right, my personal wife's Facebook. Okay, Mrs. Corner.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Like that Facebook is private, isn't it?
Out of all the people to harass, and for both of us, we're not a drama channel.
I'm sorry. What?
This is it's starting to get. Can you feel it starting to get cringe?
Yes, I can. I mean, and then look at the comments here. My personal wife, rip dig Doug. I mean, and it's just comment. Afford a real asset or have been raised too broke to know what real assets. I don't know. I can't read that.
I don't know. Have you guys been cringing for the last 20 minutes, or is it starting to get cringe now? Or
I've been cringing for the last like 2 years or however long he's been in the community.
Where are we? Let me feel the room here.
When was the last time I put out a clickbait video? Right, like just
When was the last time he put out a clickbait video? Oh boy. This is a fun subject. How about the time that he put out that garbage Time Crisis is on sale for $69 thing and then left it up because it was getting a ton of views? How about that one? I mean, that was a real zinger, wasn't it?
The world that we live in sometimes is just.
I can't stress enough how I am playing the pinball machine that he bought, and it cost me $10. Just to be clear,
it's insanity, right?
I just bought it for $10 before the stream.
So my wife put up a GoFundMe account, right? To say like, hey, look, we just need a little bit of help with rent. We just need a little bit of help with just paying the last bills. And why do we need that?
We just need a little bit of help with rent.
And with that, I don't know.
And by the way, he doesn't even know if he's gonna get the money.
Okay, I'm gonna say this. This is not just about the GoFundMe. I want to make that extremely clear. This stream is not solely about the GoFundMe. Like, it's not just that. It's a myriad of things. Okay, it's the GoFundMe. It's the fact that you can see that there's some sort of pattern of selective scamming on his Facebook marketplace. It's the fact that he never takes real like accountability or responsibility for the shitty things that he does. Like, for example, using the N-word, or like, for example, supporting like disgusting channels that are like their whole point of the channel is just this like low-life douchebag who is like trying to rip on people because, you know, for whatever personal reasons that he has. Like, Danny supports this kind of stuff. He goes around doing it in a way to where it's not outwardly obvious because he doesn't talk about it on his channel. And that's how he gets away with a lot of it. It's very simple. Okay. Now, back to the GoFundMe thing, though, the people who are still justifying that as being okay, you are insane. You are insane. There are other people out here who are struggling financially and who are giving money to these people because they're a fan of their YouTube or whatever. No other reason. No other reason. And then you get like the visual manipulation of, oh, bring the kids over here. Oh, you blah, 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 blah. Now the kids, they have no control over this. It's not their fault. And I feel bad for the kids. I really do. I really do. So Paul says this about the marketplace thing. I heard he was not shipping the products. He was selling on Facebook Marketplace. So selectively, though. And what you'll see is that there's listings where the same item is sold and they still have possession of that item. I'm going to pull it up. I'm going to pull up some other videos and I'll show you guys kind of what I'm talking about. The Thor KC thinks that's funny. Do you think it's funny that people are getting scammed or what? I mean, to chime in.
He might just still get the money.
What happened? I need to go down to work to address that because
He hasn't gone down to work yet.
know what is going on. Again, I haven't been there for a month. So they split my last check was split up into two. They did that for labor constraints and concerns, right? So they could bring another manager on, but not have that salary take up. I don't know. It's way above my head, right?
But not have the $35,000 salary pickup that he claims that Best Buy managers get. You're an operations manager at Best Buy. Apparently, you only make $35K after taxes. Even in his state, that's not correct. It would be like $56,000 or $58,000 or something like that. Oh, God. Thor, the scam is that he is listing his arcade machines on Facebook Marketplace, but there are people who are verified buyers who are saying they did not ever get what they paid for. And those products are being relisted, and yet he still has possession of them. So I don't understand what's confusing about that. Again, I mean, either you're trolling, literally like delusional. It's one of those two things. Okay. I'm just being frank. Sometimes I'm Jade, but right now I'm Frank. Oh, that's illegal. Yeah, exactly. That's illegal as shit. It doesn't matter if you're selectively doing it because I think they have like 160 something feedback and you know, I don't know, however many out of there, they've got like just 1 stars and it's always the same thing. Whoever paid for it and didn't get it, or they didn't get it and it's not specified whether or not they paid for it. That is illegal. Andrew says people shouldn't buy online from marketplaces and meet in person to pay. Way too many scammers. I completely agree. I would never ever buy anything from Facebook Marketplace. I don't use it. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying I personally wouldn't. And I wouldn't think of like getting anything shipped that way. I mean, eBay is bad enough as it is, and that's like a long running platform. And, you know, scammers are getting smarter and smarter on that too, which is insane to me. I've been scammed on eBay and I've been selling on there for years. As a seller, I've been scammed and it's crazy. Okay, I don't monitor other people. If that's true, then why are you coming in here and telling me what I should be doing and what I should be focusing on? That's contradicts what you're saying right now.
No, this is not above your head. This is literally information that you should know.
So there's that, right? My wife didn't start working.
And I'm going to say this too. The other problem is when he came on YouTube, he made this everybody else's business. When he came on YouTube and then when he really made it everybody's business was when that go started to happen. And then you just start following the trail of you know, money or souls, and it just keeps on going and going and going. You're suggesting. But the problem is just like, you know, some of these other guys, like you're not willing to take responsibility for what you're saying. I feel like that's the way I'm perceiving it, is that you're not willing to take responsibility for what you're saying. See, you're going to use this as a when did he post the GoFundMe on YouTube? I never said he posted the GoFundMe on YouTube. I said it got out and got on YouTube. And the bottom line is that people from the community were donating to it. Okay. Something like that doesn't just accidentally, whoopsie-daisy, my panties fell down, get out. All right. That's just not how it works. Coming from the guy who begs for people to buy him stuff and says he lives paycheck to paycheck in random live streams all the time. Bro, are you for real? Okay, fine. Let's just leave the GoFundMe out of it. How about his scam job on Facebook Marketplace? That's called stealing, Thor. Is stealing bad or good?
Until 2 weeks after that, because that's when they got her hired and ready to go.
What is
right?
Monty King to you? A person?
Yes, and then you get your bi-weekly paycheck 2 weeks after you start. Yes.
Yeah, so this is basically the segment that, like, you know, just he bull crap explanation because he made a video about it, his paycheck and blah, 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 blah. I mean, who knows if this guy even actually worked at Best Buy ever? Like, who knows? He may have never worked there. You know, somebody called his work, and like the story is that they asked for him. They got a hold of his store and asked for him and related it to Arcade 1-Ups even. And whoever had picked up the phone was like, oh, okay, yeah, 1 second. And then they got hung up on 3 minutes later. So it's very ambiguous. Either he does work there now, or he never worked there at all.
You have the voice to voice what you believe in at the end of the day. So go ahead, say what you.
Okay, some of the comments here. Oh, it's gonna be like that. Lamo. Hell yeah. LOL. Nick, breathe, because Nick's like laughing his ass off.
Wanted to come on and say,
you got a lot of nerve. You have a lot of nerve, man.
So,
You just, no. Hang on. You said let me voice it, right? We're gonna voice it. Okay. The GoFundMe went up this week, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You're saying that your wife's the one who did it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're taking no responsibility for this GoFundMe.
Bro, he's getting mauled. This is a massacre.
But you're putting.
And then look at the chat. Based. I choked. Breathe, Nick. Breathe. Shut him down. Like, that is a normal crowd of people reacting to what is going on here. A normal crowd of people would react that way. So okay. I guess so then stealing is okay then. Cause silence is consent. I don't know. All right.
Putting up streams the other day with her putting together that At Games Legend pinball and then posting that video this morning of the SSF kit for 2K. Doesn't matter when you bought it. Doesn't matter when you bought it at all, whether you bought it.
Like look at his face. Look at his face right here. It's like a child being scolded by an adult. And that's called okay, you know what? Let's
A month ago, 3
Bro, get out of the call. You gotta get out of the call. You gotta leave.
weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, or not. All right. There's a GoFundMe
Somebody steal this guy's router. Holy fuck. And maybe his checkbook.
going around
But
the
he doesn't have a checkbook. He doesn't have a fucking account.
entire community right now
Oh,
for $2,000.
It
And that
was
At
on her-
Games and that At Games Legend costs $2. It doesn't matter how it got around the community. The point is that it's going around the community. All right.
Hmm.
You're her husband. You're part of this. All right. Don't put all the blame on her. All right. Take
100%, yeah, yeah.
responsibility with your wife. Okay.
100%, yeah.
People call
yeah.
Best Buy.
What is
You're still
Bungie to you,
employed.
person?
Chat,
Who is Bungie
there are
to you?
people in my chat. They're asking me, Nick, please tell me he learns his lesson. He didn't.
Please tell me he lesson. That's what's in the chat right now. That's what's in the chat. Please tell me he learned. That is a normal chat. That is a normal reaction from a person who is financially responsible, has children. I mean, I don't even think Nick has kids. He's like in his mid-20s, I believe. Like, what? Like, this is normal. The chat's reaction and Nick's reaction are normal. What's not normal is the enabling behavior that was going on in Danny's chat last night when he was giving away the gift that he almost cried about on live stream because it was so wholesome.
didn't learn his lesson. Do you know why he didn't learn his lesson? Because his fans fucking paid him.
Oh, what's that? He didn't learn his lesson because his fans paid him. Again, I just want to stress that this is normal thinking when it comes to finances and responsibilities like that. Okay, now here's where it gets really interesting. Because this is where he really, like, Joel goes off the stream. He gives him what for, goes off the stream. Kudos to Joel. And now he's off the stream and this happens. And I'm just going to summarize one thing. He gets about like almost $1,000 in super chats, maybe more. I don't know.
Oh, that is the no.
Are you a future content creator?
All right, guys. I gotta scroll up to the chat. You're gonna have to redo everything, guys,
stand
because
back.
it's just super chat mad.
The fuck? What the One of the most ridiculous things I've ever seen. He just keeps playing them.
Oh my God.
You guys gonna break my sounders.
Oh, my super chat sounder.
I can't. Dude, it just keeps going.
Yo, thank you. Thank you kindly.
Big super chats all around. Vital insanity, like literally insanity.
There we go.
Mystery
100
encoder,
bucks.
Good
200.
God
Stop
Almighty.
bullying
That's what I'm
Danny.
saying. I mean,
Okay. What is this bullshit? What is this like bullying thing that people like to use? Like people love, narcissists especially love to throw that around. You're bullying me. You're bullying abusers. You know, they'll like beat the shit out of someone, and then that person will like fight back after they've just had the crap beat out of them, and they're like, "Oh, Scott, you're hurting me." Like that's what abusers do. That's what they do. It's wild. It's wild. And then you know what? People who have been abused like that for so long actually buy into that mentality that they're the abuser, or they think that they're the one doing something wrong. Like, get out of here, dude. Bullying? Give me a fucking break.
people just wait like this in front of the camera, and as soon as something drama happens, click. It's insanity.
I don't respect you.
Dude,
I respect
Oh
them.
no! What am I gonna do?
he's a child. This
Look at comments. I'm crying. My eyes. Ugh, the money. So tone deaf after that confrontation. LOL, stop bullying. This is right after Joel got off the stream. And this dude is on here like, she's to the win, like, give me money. Not apologetic, not like in quandary about what has just transpired, not embarrassed, not anything. Just like, yeah, money, give it to me. Now we can make our rent. This is where it gets like really.
is a grown child with children and a family. The fuck?
Jason, here, let's go, baby. For the record, the pinball was 1100.
By the way, Jason Lilalian, shout out to that guy. He's pretty chill, but
Thank
oh
you,
my
thank you,
god.
Jason. It wasn't even near 2000. I don't understand where people are coming.
Yeah, shout out to Jason. Super chill. I hope I hope you're not gonna like keep enabling this dude, Jason, but I know you have good intentions all the way around.
Up with that. Ted Adam Green is in the house. Listen, I'll tell you guys. Let me tell you something.
Wasn't even near 2000. Do you think that makes it better?
I don't respect
Is it better because you got
Oh
because you bought a $2,000 pinball machine and you were down less than 2,000 for rent? Like what?
I can take it all day. Keep it. It melts off my shoulders, guys. I was literally. I don't even remember that last conversation that we had. I literally don't. I don't.
Now look, I'm not here to be like, you know, don't you dare use your money. The point of this is to shed light on this dude, to expose what's going on as much as possible so people can make an informed decision, because I believe that what he's doing is wrong. I think he's a grifter. He doesn't know shit about gaming. And all those arcades that he bought was to make this like YouTube persona. And it's fake. It's all fake. Like, he's not a gamer. He doesn't know shit about arcades. He wants everybody to do everything for him and buy things for him and give him everything. And it's bull crap. So, and then he's like a conniving, like the conniving type of kind of like better, where I think people need to be aware that this Danny right here is this cheery whoa guy is like a happy persona. That's like not really what's going on.
Sadly, someone who was friends with Facebook, Katie, betrayed her friendship. That person was crappy. So that's how it happened.
Someone who was Facebook friends with Katie betrayed that friendship. That person was crappy. Nothing but love for Miss Cornercade. Okay, so now they're justifying the GoFundMe as it comes out onto YouTube, saying that somebody betrayed them. Whoever that somebody is, like, I think that it was deliberate, that it came out because, you know, oops came out into the YouTube community. Like that's my opinion. Whether it's true or not, I can't say. But why else like get slipped out? Like, was it really a betrayal, or was it somebody like trying to be like, you know, sneakily helpful? But they have enough friends on Facebook that are in the community anyways, that dropping a GoFundMe like that is totally still shisty. It doesn't matter if it came to YouTube or not. It was still a shisty GoFundMe. It's just that it got exposed for what it was. A GoFundMe when they needed a GoFundMe because they were being financially irresponsible.
One of the people, and I kind of assume who.
And I'm going to say this, I still don't know like to what level Katie is actually involved. Because I've seen her talk on Danny's streams and she seems way more intelligent and self-aware than he is. I mean, in my opinion, she seems like she has way more common sense. So I don't know how much of this Danny is actually orchestrating and then using her as a scapegoat, because that's totally a possibility.
Someone betrayed our friendship? What the fuck?
Went to that other person, and that's how the drama started. Right? It was not really drama to me, but
Wait, I'm sorry. Hold on. Wait, I just missed this. Wait. They're wait, he's high on hopium?
so that's how it
Someone who's friends
High on hopium?
with Facebook. Okay, yeah. So okay, I got it. Katie's the wife. Understood.
person, and that's how the drama.
Shit.
Right? It was not really drama.
All right, so there's just a few more things I want to talk about before we move on to.
Okay. So he goes into this stuff. He's getting all these super chats, gets a bunch of money. The point is he is just like absolutely like just does not give a shit about what happened. He's just like totally blowing it off. All right. So that's pretty much, this was like the big expose of what he had done with the GoFundMe and what his take was on it and where his place was. Now I'm going to pull up something else for you guys that we're here. And this I'm not going to go nearly as deep into just because
Here to crap all over Danny, but mostly
Unacceptable Fringe did a video. So you have someone who has 107K subscribers, which was the previous video we just watched, and now Unacceptable Fringe, who has 45,000 subscribers, and they both could immediately see that like this is whack.
to say, Danny, if you're worried about your background, go film a 5-minute loop video and use it on a green screen. Sell your arcades. This is a guy who's letting his children go without. He talked during this live stream about wife going to Disney World. Nothing about the kids.
Now, some of that stuff can be completely considered speculative, but the point is that there was a whole video that Fringe did on this where he called him out for the way that he was using the GoFundMe. The GoFundMe should be an absolute last resort. And the fact that there are arcades sitting behind him and Danny wants it, and anybody here who knows or has seen his channel knows that he wants it. He wants everybody to pay for his shit. And that's just a fact. So he feels clearly like no remorse for anything that happened. I don't know if any of those people got refunded. The right thing to do would have been to refund everybody, but that's not what happened. Nope, that's not what happened. You know what happened? Actually, we're going to see right now. We're going to look right now. I'm going to show you what happened. Cuz it's pretty grimy. I would say pretty grimy. But we're going to go right here and I am going to pull up this video so I can show you guys. All right, so
Annoys me.
So people are donating to this thing. All right. They're aware of it. It's outside of, Facebook. And Messiah, who is a fellow veteran and friend of mine, donates $101 to be the top donator. And I'm gonna see if I can find this spot on here where he gets refunded. Let me see if the receipt is on here. But this is essentially when, before like all these videos start coming out. This video that I'm showing you guys is before all these other videos start coming out. And Messiah is talking about a bunch of other things that have happened with Danny inside of the community that have just been like absurd. Like, why are people still supporting him and his channel when he's a grifting kind of, you know, like liar? Like, he's basically a grifty liar. All right, I'm gonna have to, but this is where, let me see. Joel, is Joel in here? Joel, did you Saya did a Price is Right donation? Yeah. So Joel, you went on Cornercade's stream when? Was it it was after Messiah's stream, right? Did that all happen in one night? Oh my god. Wow. Excuse me, sorry. They are trolling or not paying attention to any of this. So, you know exactly what happened. Oh wait, at Retro Lizard, I know exactly what happened. What does that even mean? See, you keep Thor. You're still focused on the GoFundMe. You're still focused on the GoFundMe. What don't you understand about this? Like, what is not registering for you? Anyways, Danny refunded Messiah twice. And if you really needed money that bad, and you had a GoFundMe going and somebody donated $100 to your GoFundMe because you were desperate for money, would you refund them? And if somebody wants to say, well, you know, Messiah used the name, I think he used like this something bigot fund or something like that, which, I mean, it's pretty abrasive, rough around the edges, but would you care if you were getting the money and you needed it that bad? He didn't need the money that bad. Then why was there a GoFundMe? Why was there a GoFundMe? No, he needs rent because he got a $1,500 pinball instead. That's a scam. But even with the GoFundMe set aside, there is still the Facebook Marketplace scam. And there's still all the other patterned behavior that has been called out and seen of him flat out lying and not taking full responsibility. The GoFundMe had nothing to do with YouTube or Home Arcade. He can't stop doing something ever started in the first place. Okay. So it's patterned behavior. That's what it's called. And again, the point of this is to make people aware of what's going on. Like, this dude is lying to you. He's pretending to be this enthusiastic guy which these are like things that manipulative people who, you know, are like cult leaders, narcissists do to like build this fake persona around themselves to draw people in. Like, that's just a psychological construct that he is like put around himself. I mean, probably not knowingly either, because he doesn't seem very self-aware. Maybe he is. Maybe I'm totally off, and he's totally self-aware. But he's not Skynet self-aware. That's for sure. Oh. But okay, so here at some point in the stream, Messiah pulls up the refund thing, and Danny refunds him or whatever. But the point of him making the donation was because he truly believes like that, okay, the children, you know, are what is the most important thing here if he really needs the money that bad. And I think that that was like everybody's thought process at first was like, well, this is for the kids, it's not for them. And, you know, as the more that goes on, it's at one point on this other stream, you see Danny saying like, oh, great, we're not going to have to sell our arcades now. Maybe we'll just sell one. Like, bro, you just got done listening to Joel blast your ass, and now like you got a bunch of money and you're going to not sell your arcades when you could technically be using that money to either A, pay your rent that's behind, or buy groceries for your kids. There's a million other ways you could be using it, and you're still your arcades. Still. It just blows my mind.
And it's like, dude, you shouldn't.
Well-
you can't say that word though. You can't say
Well,
that word.
that wasn't even the
It's
issue.
like you
The
ain't
issue
you ain't.
was him trolling and lying that
That
it
too.
wasn't even him. And then on top,
Okay, there you go. Now they're talking about, like, this is a while ago, almost a year ago, I think, when he was using the N-word. He got caught using the N-word like 10 years prior or something, or 8 years prior on Twitter. And that Twitter is still up. That Twitter's still there. And he got caught using it. I'm going to pull up another clip here so that we can have a little bit more context on it. Give me just 1 second. It will not take long. But I mean, there's like no, like if that case and it was a long time ago, you would think that the approach to that, getting caught with that, especially with it like stained on your social media, would be like, not only are you sorry, but you've changed type thing. I don't know. All right. Excuse me. Okay, here we go. This is very chopped up, so I can get to pieces
100%.
quicker.
For anybody too that
I mean, the first one, they're all kind of similar ages.
Now, this is a clip from Nick talking to Danny. I'm going to show you this real quick, and then I'm going to skip over to the N-word part.
Are you planning on, I guess, if you have to stay home now, what's going to change from then to now?
just to clarify, our 10-year-old, and just not give any name away,
Yeah.
He's my stepchild, so he spends time 50-50, so we only see him like every other week.
Yeah.
Yeah, so of course, man, like that's just it's common sense. I mean, the reason why my wife, you know, is working now is because, like I said, she can make a lot more than I can just based off her resume, and now we have the opportunity to. Yeah, and I
just based off her resume, like this. I'm sorry, but like it just sounds baseless. Okay, so here we go. This is the whole N-word debacle. This is what really started problems. Aside from his obnoxious behavior that already existed, this is what really started problems. Oh, here's some, actually a little bit from the market. So these are reviews from the marketplace scam. Never answered my messages and never shipped my item.
on artists. That's just ridiculous. appreciate you allowing the platform to be able to just talk about it like people. I mean, Nick, you've like I said, you've tuned into my show.
Mhm.
You know what I'm about. I am not some deceiving con artist. That's just ridiculous. You know what I'm about. I am not some deceiving con artist. That's just ridiculous.
Okay, this other review says item never arrived and it has been 3 weeks. Reading other reviews and it seems they could be selectively scamming people.
Shit, then own it.
And one of them even says that Facebook, they got lucky and Facebook ended up refunding them.
And then we
Hey,
move
all the
forward.
Danny admits to catfishing as his wife on Facebook and refuses accountability for saying the N-word 40 plus times on Twitter in a derogatory format.
people I know got two, Carl, at least 2 Article 15s, or you ain't been in.
Yeah, Carl. So yeah, Rev, that was him. He said they both share an account, so y'all know now, which me and Mensa already said. They share an account. My point is, you shouldn't have told.
So we're not inaccurate though.
We
Share an account.
These absurd things like race into the equation.
This dude really said that on the live stream with Nick. He said they bring absurd things like race into the equation. Absurd things like race. When he's the one who has a Twitter account that's doing this. That's pretty normal response. What the fuck? Tweeting out a quickie for another guy.
These absurd things like race into the equation. And
No. That he's running the fade clean and crisp.
I'm not. So let me just.
Okay, Mike of all trades. Okay, let's try this. If I drive to your spot right now, do you think you're gonna dap me up and drop the N-word? Danny's like stuttering. He's like, dope, mo, dope.
Let me just clarify for everything right now, okay?
He's talking about chat. All right, Mo.
I have minority friends.
Bro. Really? Really?
I have friends that I don't, that's not who I am. So that's why I have minority friends.
Oh God.
I have minority
Both
friends.
of them. Mensa and Dom look up at the same time.
I
Like,
have minority
God's
friends.
sake.
I have friends that I don't.
But we accepted his apology, Mister. I got set off, and you know I'm a fair guy, bro.
Yeah,
But when
and
you
we
come in
accepted his apology on
disrespecting,
our end. But
when you come in
he tried to. But
disrespecting,
yeah.
This is just a point, though. Like, this is why you, for one thing, like, if you're a white dude, like, you don't say that word. Like, and then to not like for not to register, like you have two black men here talking about why it's a problem and why they don't like it. It's not about like them being able to say it or any other thing. It's purely about the fact that he lied about it, gaslit them, and then like it didn't seem like he really saw anything wrong with it.
Yeah, KC called him out on why did you try to say this is for we're using you for views, as if this is not worthy to talk on.
bingo.
We got a potential fucking bigot,
Bingo.
saying bigoted stuff, and online for the world to see, and then lying to me about it. But like I said, he came on and explained his side, but
Right.
or he fucking was calling me a liar, literally.
And said,
I mean, he came on YouTube and said that those were fake accounts.
He literally said that wasn't his account. That's what he said. He said that wasn't his account. And he had this whole like story that he weaved, and doing like the fist bump thing, and being like, "Oh, it's just .b."
It was fake. And then when I'm trying to associate evidence, he wants to, pull straws and go, well, that's not my wife's ring, that's my ex's ring. Like, who gives a fuck? It's a red herring. It was to denote and show that this is a valid account. Words matter. And you've addressed that you apologize and that you understand that it's not the correct verb or usage of the word, and you shouldn't be ever using it again, I hope.
100%. I mean, have you ever heard it on?
Okay, later on, Danny established no remorse and trolled in Moat's streams about it. Moat, for those of you who don't know, is Mike of all trades. He's a fighting game community channel, home arcade channel, and so here.
Any of my streams or?
Well, when you put on another persona, I don't know.
Well, you gotta be honest with me.
It doesn't have to be on streams. I mean, because you would have had me believe, if I didn't address this like I'm addressing it now, I feel that you would have had me believe that this was never you. That's why I'm talking on it. That's all.
There's that face again.
That's all, man.
100%. I mean, I guess if.
Yeah. Here's a good question, and that's what I brought that up to you. It's not his account. That's not how I done.
Nope.
Or how I talk.
Nope.
Nope. Like the whole fucking thing. So you're gonna make me out to be a fucking liar, and then you come on and say, "Oh, everything you said was true."
Yeah, no, we don't want you on, Danny, because you want to sit there and, dude, you was doing fine until you said who's watching. Dude, that's disrespectful. How you gonna come and say who's watching and expect me to not get the piss fuck off about views, man?
Hey, I'll let them bet, but
I'm standing on that. Conversation closed. Now y'all heard the real.
It's about
he worried about his views. We're gonna see how many views you get now, Pop. Since we ain't to you. You not me.
Then has the audacity to say this. People like these guys only want you to see something from their point of view. What other point of view is there to see it from? You lied, you gaslit them, and then you lied more. And then you admitted, once your face was on camera, that it was you. And it wasn't like an easy thing that he admitted either. It was like he had to it was so difficult for him to say.
Yep.
What's the point of view that you lied?
What's the point? What's the point? You just said nobody watching this. So why the fuck you care? Why do you care, dog? You said nobody watching.
Okay, so then here you have Danny on another stream at a different time. And this is funny because these guys actually blame me for whatever problems he had with Arcade 1-Up. They blame me when I actually had nothing to do with it.
Talking about she lying and bringing up the
unless it was me talking about it later after the fact on a stream or something. But it still has still have no direct anything to do with it.
Old past Danny.
Bringing up words from 10 years ago.
Oh, that's stupid shit. Oh.
When Godly said the word on stream tonight.
Shut the fuck up, bro. Just stop.
Sorry, John Z.
Always two there are. No more, no less.
Hey, it's true. Okay, so he goes on to another stream and then just basically completely blows it off. Completely blows it off. Dude. Okay, so he has no remorse for that. He lied. He got caught in the lie, and then he had to admit the truth, which is that was his account. He did post those things, and that just goes to show you where his integrity is at.
Now as well, and it was passed off as if that's just a troll account. Also,
No,
the
that-
gaslit about, oh, that's not my wife's ring. Okay, whatever. Sorry, I got that factoid wrong. That is not your wife's ring, but that was used to show that is your account.
That's your account, though. You admitting that, right?
Right.
Yeah, that's my account. Yeah.
But he literally said, like, there was so many messages in the chat where he was like, no, nope, I don't know who it is.
What is the 5 fingers? Say to the face. Slap.
All right, then. Well,
Right.
on that,
And
then
then first 5 minutes, I said the first thing I expected to hear was, man, this was back in 2015. I'm a changed dude, la-di-la-di-da. Instead, I got gaslit for the world going, that's a troll account.
Well,
yeah, you did come on, man, bro.
Messiah, you're also understanding that I got 3 kids running around that I'm trying to get.
What the fuck does that have to do with anything? What the fuck does that have to do with anything? I got 3 kids running around. Cool. Me too. Dom too. Who gives a shit?
The bet I didn't have time.
Oh, wait. We need to feel sympathetic towards why. That's why he lied, because his 3 kids were running around and he's like, oh my God, I need to lie. My kids are running around. Fuck, I gotta lie, guys.
Trying to put down everything. We were finishing dinner, clean the house. Like, I'm trying
Me too, bro.
Yeah, I'm trying to get settled. So I messaged you saying that I wouldn't be here right now if I was hiding behind a keyboard. I'm no keyboard warrior. Like,
no keyboard warrior. Haha. Thank you. Okay, this is his wife's account. Haha, thank you. But these, fisty pound. But these keyboard warrior bozos can't affect us.
I want to clear that up right now. And this, at the end of the day, is my brand. And if you're going to speak upon me, then you're going to get the whole show right now. That's what your wife said earlier.
Was that you that used your wife's account and posted?
We both post on that account because I don't have social media.
Point being.
Oh, looks like somebody's a liar.
Dude, listen.
When I said that word back in 2015, like,
yeah, I hear that, but dude, this guy, Danny, told Mensa to stop gatekeeping him when he tried to defend your wife, bro. I seen it.
Yeah, like literally. Mensa was always like fair and defended Katie, saying like, that's not Danny, like she's not Danny. And it was the same thing for me. I've always been like, Katie seems really nice. She seems like a logical person. I don't know what the deal is. I'd like to think the best of the situation, but I mean, how can she like put up with something like that?
He told him, don't tell him what to post and that he needs to stop gay. I'm just saying.
Okay. And this is stuff that's like, it's new to me, guys. So I don't.
This is new to me. Okay.
No, it's public though. This ain't private. This public.
Hey, this was a really funny joke that I did in a private DM. And if anybody here is in that space, the home arcade space, you remember like the whole fiasco with psychopath Dr. Weisman, where he released a bunch of things and made it look like just all kinds of crazy crap, like tried to make it look like I was crushing on him and all this other crap, and released like a bunch of DMs. And one of them was one where I made like this hilarious scenario. It was like a joke, hilarious scenario where like they were like banging on their arcade machines. I thought it was really funny.
Yeah, and I haven't seen it and stuff. Like I said, I just came on here to address like this, like Twitter. I'm not.
So if I can interrupt really quick, I want to search for.
This will give you an idea of where Danny's mindset is when it comes to money. Listen to what he says. Look at his body language.
Understanding here. I want to seek to understand something here and make sure that I'm interpreting what you're saying correctly. So what I want to hear and what I'm trying to understand is that regardless of what is said by anyone, so long as money is flowing into your channel, you're okay with it. So if I come on your channel and just start, I don't know, let's just say dropping N-bombs left and right, you would be okay with that So long as it was, you know, a $1.99 and that 99 was going to you and YouTube was getting their 99 cents.
No, and
When YouTube was getting their 99 cents.
no, and if you phrase it like that.
What do you think, chat? Let me know. Let me know what you think about that.
I wouldn't be okay with that. No.
Okay, so let me rephrase it then. If someone you know
nonchalantly takes drink,
called your wife what you know your wife was called.
Mm-hmm.
As it always helps to super chat. That way I can see it, like this one right here. And then super chat from Council Fanboy. Thank you for supporting the channel, man.
They're all fake ass bitches, and I'm calling anyone and everyone out that is fucking fake. Just fucking miserable bitch. She doesn't even play half of the fucking games. Fuck Danny. Everything is $1,000. Should be $1,000. Fuck that whole fucking crew. Be careful around her. No, dude, I'm not gonna be careful around those fake ass, slutty ass fucking tits.
$2.50 is okay for that per space on your channel?
No, you're 100% right with that.
So let me offer
oh
this.
my god, that was
I
so
will
convincing. I want to see it again.
On your channel?
No, you're 100% right with that.
I'm convinced.
So let me offer this. I will double whatever super chat that retard sends you for you to ban.
Actually had to stop because we had just it was too much at the end of the day. It was too much to handle.
Oh, we got pregnant again.
Yes. And by we mean you.
Who does that? Who does that to their wife, dude? Oh my god. Bro. Okay, so that is the N-word debacle that happened like a year ago. Okay, and you can see where his integrity is at. And you can see even when he's talking about money coming into his channel, what his response is, which is essentially like he doesn't give a shit. If it's money, it's money. And here's another thing. You've got people talking about this, like that's something that I generally don't see in that home arcade space, is the content creators actually almost all agreeing unanimously, like, this is not cool. What you're doing is dishonest. And
so I have these arcades
bullshit.
up for sale. So
You don't.
$19K Fox right there. Boom. When you go on YouTube, you open yourself up to criticism. What a lot of people really don't like is facts. Okay, here we go.
Now.
All right, this is a clip I already showed you guys. And then here you've got Biggie D, or wait, no. Biggie D's live stream. And I think this one was about 2 weeks ago. But you have these 4 content creators, and even Rexer shows up for the discussion, which is like, and everybody is being like realistic and reasonable. Like, as far as I can tell, there's like no like real embellishment or anything like that. Like, it's the conversation is like down to earth. It's a real conversation. But that's not the only thing that he's done to her on a live stream. Like said, oh, my wife is this way because she's on her period. Like, he straight up like just divulges like her like there's no secrets that a woman can keep. And he will just oust her. Like, the dude not only is like a box of overshares, but he's a box of overshares for whoever is standing next to him. I don't think that anybody said that, or I didn't say that. But that's what I'm saying. Like, who does that? You know, and again, the point here is not for like my purpose. The purpose of this stream is to educate people so they can make an informed decision. And like all gaming communities should be aware of this type of stuff. You should be aware of this type of behavior and understand that you as a viewer or even a content creator can continue to enable that kind of behavior and to allow it to go on if you don't say anything about it, if you don't call these people out. Is Danny going to probably keep streaming? I would not be surprised at all. I mean, he said that he was going to take a break from YouTube, which is totally like a narcissistic behavior pattern, and was on there the next day, you know, and then he thinks that by him doing his fake giveaway, and I say it's a fake giveaway because somebody gave him that and then he gave it away. He's only doing that to cover up for what he did. He's only doing that so that he like distracts people and gets their mind off of what's just. I mean, like, how stupid can you be? And I'm just talking about the general audience. You know, it doesn't make sense to me. There's no like rationale behind it, and the fact that like it is encouraged instead of being like looked down on is insane to me. That's insane to me. Be aware of grifters and fakes in the community. That is what an online community does. Protect their community. Thank you. Thank you. You protect your community. Content creators, legitimate content creators, would do their best to protect the community however they can. If this is the only thing I can do, if this is the furthest I can go, then this is what I'm doing. Like, out to spread awareness, because people like that do not need to be in these gaming communities. Hey Thor, a console kid says, hey Thor, no troll, honey question. What would be the line that Danny can't cross? What's something that would be over the line? Okay, good question. So Thor, what is it? What would be over the line? What can Danny not do? What's not okay? Now, keep in mind that in this home arcade community that we're talking about, and in other gaming communities, that there have been like tons of things. All right, you have like narcissistic debacles. You know, these sociopaths come through. You have Amico is another really good example of a community like that. And you have what am I thinking of here, chat? What am I thinking of? Brain fart. But you have like all these, you have like, you know, all these crazy people who are like attention seeking through, are narcissistic sociopaths, and they basically like destroy the community, or they really hurt the community because of their behavior, because of their attention seeking, because of their greed and all these other things, right? So Thor's response to your question is there's plenty he could do that's over the line, and some that he has done that is over the line, but he didn't do anything here. I'm just going to leave that one for the birds. I mean, hey, you know, if people want to do that and they want to support that, like, you're asking for you're literally asking for problems. And that's the type of shit that, you know, on a huge, large scale makes civilizations fall. Like, it's insane to me. Maybe Thor knows something we don't. Yes, that's a troll comment. Him to be suspended? No, we're not suspending Thor, even though he is being a huge troll right now. But here's the thing, and I say that because Thor, you have nothing, no evidence to point out where anybody is wrong in what they're saying. This is just your opinion based on the fact that you love Danny, and, you know, as a viewer, you love Danny. and Katie, I don't know, whatever, but you love their channel, obviously, because you're still in here, you know, defending all the BS that they're doing, and you're defending it by enabling it. That's what I mean. Actions speak louder than words in that sense. So I don't know. Like, I don't, it's just one of those things. Like, the information is going to be out here, you know, is he really, or is Thor really Danny? Yeah, no, I mean, that's a good question, but I don't think so. Not according to his YouTube, unless that's this like a bunch of stolen clips from other YouTubes. That's like pretty deep. Let me see. Scamming people on Marketplace and stealing their money is crossing a line. That. And being a liar. And using, you know, the N-word and gaslighting people and putting on this fake ass persona when you don't know anything about gaming. You don't. You suck. You play fighting games too, and you suck. You're having fun? Great. Have fun somewhere else. Okay? Because what you're doing is super, super deceptive. People are here for gaming stuff. And people, content like yours too, is also the kind of content that like misinforms people. So, just saying, it's my opinion, of course. My dogs, only when I'm live streaming. Any other time it would have been okay. All right, so now here's the when this all came out, it got leaked on the weekly 1UP news. Has anybody thought about that? Like, why did it go to the weekly 1UP news? How did it get there? So whoever runs the weekly 1UP news is then the person who was in the Facebook group who was a friend who betrayed someone. Is that what I'm to understand? Because that's what's being insinuated, essentially. Right? Am I bullying Danny? Am I bullying Danny? And I thought that we already talked about this, the whole bullying thing. See, this is bullshit. Adults, they get called out for doing shady shit. It's not bullying. So what is it? Bullying if you send a rapist to prison? A rapist to prison? Is that bullying? I mean, where do you draw the line? Where do you draw the line? It's simple. These are adults that we're talking about. I think that like people, like adults, are able to handle criticisms like adults and have discussions like adults. Okay? It can't be expected all the time, but at least the criticism part, you can't just default to calling it bullying. That's a fucking cop out. Grapist. Yeah, grapist. That's like the thing you have to say because, you know, YouTube. I'm trying to be respectful, but at the same time, like, I'm not gonna be like, well, I don't want to hurt Danny's feelings. I don't give a shit if your feelings are hurt, Danny. Maybe you shouldn't have done what you did to the community. And I've done this in the past, you know, and the pattern of behavior from the community is generally that they do not want to hear it. Okay. We've had pedos come through. We've had you know, abusers come through, narcissists. We've seen a lot in that community over a short period of time, really, when you think about it. Like in 3 or 4 years, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, 3 years maybe. I would say the last two have been the most volatile. He's saying, he's asking Thor to elaborate. So yeah. So, you know, no one wants to take any accountability, which is very true. Like, all these people want to defend each other so that they can also get away with like egregious stuff. Okay. Danny either A, promoted his YouTube videos to get his sub count up, because that magically jumped up like after 19K Fox. And no, this isn't like, I'm not talking shit on 19K. He released a video about doing that and talked about like the analytics and then Danny's subs magically jumped up. Look, I am telling you from a content creator perspective, if you don't grow your channel organically, it looks shady. Like it looks weak. And it's like, why do something like that to your channel? Because ultimately, you're going to hurt your channel. Because even when you do YouTube promotions, it's still only like targeted views. All right, targeted audience, whatever you want to call it. And I'm not going to like go deep into the analytics of that, but it's very simple. It doesn't necessarily help your channel. Good to see you, Jade. I hope you and your family have a wonderful Christmas. Thank you, Ezekiel. As always, pleasure to see you as well. And I appreciate that. Have a happy holidays. Be safe out there, please. And that goes for everyone. But yeah. So it seems like obvious. Sorry, I need to look at these. These Danny supporters just don't want the streams to end. They are addicted to watching him. That's also true. There's this weird like addiction thing. I swear, dude. It's like what do you call it? What's that stuff? The hot stuff now that all the kids are doing. That's like really dangerous. It's like heroin times 5,000. Merry Christmas, Jade and chat. Thanks for sharing holiday. Got to set up the GoFundMe. Someone's got to pay for these gifts. Right. And happy holidays to you too, Paul. Cyber Siles is Cornercade. Oh, yeah. Is he in here? Oh, Cyber Siles. Are you Cornercade, Cyber Siles? Are you? Because everybody are. Let's see. Jade truth bombs about organic growth, padding numbers is all vanity and hurts channel growth. This is 1000% true. And you can always tell because you go to those channels and you look at the engagement on their videos. Okay, we're not going to look at views or anything. You look at the engagement and it's trash. Okay, or it's either the same as it was or it's just trash. Okay, so if you go to a channel that has 20,000 subscribers and their videos have like 4,000 views, but there's only 3 comments, fake. All right. I have worked too damn hard on my own channel to even think about doing anything like that. It's stupid. And it doesn't let me know how I'm doing. That's another. If you buy subs, it doesn't let you know how you're doing. Especially if you buy them versus promoting. Like, see, I don't think that promoting can hurt your channel as much as buying subs or views or whatever. So, let's see. That dude is a goddamn disgrace, and you're seriously calling me corner code? No, I think they were asking if you are Cornercade. I'm asking if you're Cornercade. Are you? Let's see. In a nutshell, this is Thor KC responding to Console Kits. In a nutshell, my point would be that the Cornercade YouTube channel never promoted or mentioned the GoFundMe. It was unrelated until Steps Gaming cross-promoted it. Okay, but Thor, can we go back to the point of Danny does not have a good integrity driven record of behavior to begin with. And then you have also the fact that they are stealing from people on Facebook Marketplace, according to those verified reviews. Selectively scamming people. I mean, scamming is scamming. It's funny how anytime somebody has done a video like this lately, Danny just happens to go live. Oh, is he going live right now? That's typical narcissistic behavior. I've been around longer than Jade, Cornercade, and a lot of these people. I've been watching since Ralph and Justin go somewhere with your bullshit. Okay, Cybersiles says that he's not Cornercade. Cyber, if you're running late, what do you tell your family to hurry? You're stupid. Okay, Thor, Casey. The activities of the YouTube channel were not in any way the cause of the needs for the GoFundMe. He's live right now. So he's live. So I don't think Cybersiles him then, because if he's live right now, then that means that Cybersiles is not him, or he's typing while he's live. Which, I mean, that technically would be like a good way to cover it, though. I mean, we're deep into conspiracy here now. Let me tell you, some of this stuff is wild. So back to my point about the weekly 1UP news, which is that was where the post first showed up. That was where it first showed up. So this is where it gets interesting, right? Because then you're like, oh, well, why did it show up there? What was it that put the post over there? Who was it that put the post over there? Right? I mean, is anybody curious about that? I haven't really heard anybody talking about that. I think that's interesting. Okay, stand by. Let's see. Is he's actually live, and he's live, but there's no arcades behind him. He's really going all the way to convince people, isn't he? All right, let's look here. Let's take a look. It's all right. I got you guys. You don't have to leave. All right. All ye old faithfuls in here. The corner cap. Oh, there's 2 C's there. Look at it. Look at his subscriber growth, dude. Like, since all this happened.
The digital pixel.
Oh yeah, he's playing his Oh, look, there's Time Crisis. Didn't he sell Time Crisis? Dino Dynasty. Oh, is that his at games thing? Yeah. Here it is. Let's see. Who's in the chat? Who's in the chat? Let's go, let's go, let's go. Yeah. It's looking slim there. 25 watching though. Some lurky jerky. Is he talking in
DMV? I just like those vibes better. Like the winners don't do drugs. Like, oh, this is so cool.
It's just so cool. It's just so cool. Yeah, so not too much going on in there, I guess. Just looks like he's enjoying the nice pinball machine that was purchased for him by super chat money, community, GoFundMe, I don't know. Yeah. See, that's the thing. Like, I think all you can do at this point is just inform people as much as possible. And this is one of those situations where I feel like, you know, obligated to do that. Like, after seeing what he did last night when he went live, and I think he's been live almost every night since, you know, like that banger video came out with the really big view count. Wait. I don't know anyone there but Thumper Squid. I think hold on. Oh dang, he's already got a thumbs down. Jade, is that plugin to show dislikes? Oh yeah. That's right. I forgot I had that plugin. Yep, looks like he's got a thumbs down. Boo. It wasn't me though. You guys keep distracting me. But anyways, I was going to talk about how it got to the weekly 1UP news. And I mean, this has been a long stream. I think I've been going for 2 hours now. I can keep going. I can keep going. But I think that it to me, it's kind of strange, like how the 1UP weekly news was like the first person to get that snapshot of the GoFundMe. And that was like something that I doubt he's got 3 DSLR cams, but I feel like doing an encore. Yeah, anyways. Look, you guys. I've shown you everything. Well, I haven't shown you everything. Not even close. But I've shown you a lot of things that are important, that matter in the scope of who is this person in the community, who is this content creator, and why is he garnering support? Okay. And I value integrity, especially like as a content creator. I don't want to lie to my viewers. Okay. I don't want to lie to my viewers about the games I'm playing, about the products that I review, which I seldom do anymore, but about the products that I do, about my affiliations. Okay. And I value that integrity. And I value people who are content creators and who are viewers who actually have real knowledge of these things. But when you grift into a community and beg them to come on their live stream, like literally like the Chris Farley character in that SNL skit, some of you know what I'm talking about. When you beg them to come on their live streams and you ask them to buy you things or send you things, like out loud in a chat, and then you talk about your financial situation, and it's clear that you're only doing this because, yeah, sure, arcade 1UPs are fun, whether you're a gamer or not. But that doesn't mean that you're meant to be a fucking YouTuber just because you have an arcade 1UP behind you. What people value and respect is knowledge. Gaming knowledge, tech knowledge, whatever. All right. Not somebody who's going to grift in and ask for freebies all the way around, especially for people who have worked to build their channel and who have taken a lot of their time to make it something that they believe in, or that they believe is, you know, part of a gaming community, whatever. Okay. I can't like go on here and have any expectations of what I'm going to get in return, but I can put what I know and like my best efforts into it because I like doing it. And people like Danny and like Dr. Weisman and some other people who will remain nameless, they make it harder for people to enjoy spaces like this because of their behaviors and because of what they do to people. And this is one of those people, in my opinion. What he is doing is shady, dishonest, and he's an opportunist. And not only that, but like it's against anybody who he can step on to get what he wants. And he's petty. He's not even like shooting high. He's like trying to low crawl under shit. He's petty. So if viewers, you the viewers, or whoever watches this in the future, if you see this guy, know all the things that you've seen in this video about him, in this live stream, because I am telling you, you've seen all the receipts. The information is there. It's true. And I don't think, my personal opinion is that people like him don't change. You don't get to 38 years old and be in his circumstances, his living circumstances, and in a situation like this on YouTube where you are being called out by people sometimes who are even like 10 years younger than you, and schooling you on finances because you're talking about how you live from paycheck to paycheck out loud. Giovanni says, I almost sent him freebies for my super expensive rhythm game modding stuff, which costs over $200, until I realized he doesn't care about my stuff and just wants free stuff for his views. And that's 100% true. Thank goodness you didn't. But that's 100% true. He does only want free stuff so that he can get on camera. This dude stole my X-Men 97 idea that I had, which was to turn mine into a Children of the Atom, and not by like any huge means. Like I had a very, very specific subset of visualizations that I wanted to do, and that was it. But he stole it like on the same day that I started talking about it, and was talking about it on other people's live streams. In fact, Mensa even called him out on one of the live streams that he was on talking about it, and he still wouldn't say the words out of his mouth, like who it was from. Is he stole it. So his little short, actually, I'll pull it up right now and show you guys. So he has made this short. So I'm assuming like this was more recently. And he turned his X-Men 97 into a code. He even copied my buttons color scheme like exactly. Exactly. But he was sloppy and didn't like black out the front and a couple other things. I mean, his work is garbage. So Joel says he's talking about 2 more mods coming up, Golden Axe and something else, but he's broke. Right. So, but this is like, he has no integrity. All right. When I was live streaming about a year ago for Black Friday, I was in the middle of a live stream and I was talking about some deals on Amazon, and there was a bunch of different ones. I was talking about like handhelds, and I found like a couple arcade 1-ups. He jumps on while I'm in the middle of my stream to talk about the same exact thing I'm talking about. Doesn't give me any credit or anything. You know, yeah, his channel is like was way smaller than mine at the time. And like, it's not like I needed credit, like, so I could get clout. It's just like a respect thing. If you use somebody else's work or somebody else's information in your videos as a content creator, you give them the respect of fucking putting a link in there or mentioning where somebody can go find that video and who did it or whatever, you know? And that's the kind of stuff that's like tells me quickly about people, like whether or not they have integrity. I don't care about people not liking rhythm games, but it bugs me when I waste my money on tons of super chats just to learn hundreds of dollars later that he doesn't care about having. Yeah, that's one thing about that, Geos, is I mean, you gotta don't do anything here with expectation. I don't, you know, it's It's just kind of the way it is. Everyone on the chat is acting like nothing happened. See, and that is the problem. That's the problem. And for a while with Dr. Weisman, that it was the same thing. It was the same thing. That was crazy, man. That was crazy. And I know it's happened to other people. I mean, Rev and you know, he dealt with that. And I mean, Rev doesn't even really do YouTube at all anymore. He tried to tell the community that his WrestleMania cabinet mod was only going to cost something like $500. There's no way to even begin touching that for $500. Yeah, he's not. I mean, is he even like doing those anyways? I don't think he is. I think he's, you know, having somebody else pay for it or send him the stuff like pre-finished. But yeah, you always give people credit. You always give people credit. Guys, I had more stuff that I literally have more stuff for this live stream, but I feel like it would take another 2 hours, so I'm gonna go for about 20 more minutes maybe, and then call it a night. But if you guys have anything you want to bring up about the situation or whatever, I mean, we could just shoot the shit. But my last words or thoughts on the whole Danny situation right now is, please do not, content creators, please don't say nothing. I don't think that everybody needs to go out and like make this thing where they're like, you know, like it's an ongoing, like saying mean things or something like that. I just think that people need to be educated. And I think that if the least you could do as like a content creator is spread awareness by sharing something that you feel was impactful and making a statement about it. And I'm not saying my stuff, I'm just saying in general. Okay. And viewers, like, please research. Don't just be blind followers. Ask questions, research. If somebody's not willing to debate with you or have a conversation about you when you call them out about something or ask them about something they said, then there's probably something wrong there. Or if they just like skirt around it, there's probably something wrong there. If we gave Cornercade a noob level arcade product knowledge quiz, I'm pretty sure he would fail horribly. No, he knows how to do a graphic mod. I mean, I'm not impressed, Joel. Danny doesn't know shit. Katie did all the work. That's believable. That is believable. But look, I'll tell you, if you do want to know some good places to go in that community, in the home arcade community, check out 19K Fox. Check out Messiah's kind of. Are you like home arcade? I don't know. He does weird stuff on his channel. It's just like very abstract. So you might catch drama. You might catch like you know, and I say drama stuff, just like stuff that's subject to scrutiny. And or you might catch like gaming stuff. Just depends on the day. I am what I am. Yeah, pretty much. But it's an honest channel, and that's what I appreciate. Retro Lizard is like one of the coolest independent stores that you can go to get like, you know, mods, namely like arcade cabinets that are pre-built. But he's got a lot of cool options. Definitely check his stuff out, and his customer service is like, it's so good. Chef's kiss. You know, what does it say here? What if we let people watch the content they want to watch and donate to the channels they want to donate to, even if they suck? I don't, like, people can do whatever they want. I'm just recommending where I think that like you're going to go to a channel that has integrity and is knowledgeable on what they're doing. How about that? He called himself the next B Kong. Yeah, B Kong's another one. When he learned how to change buttons, in my opinion, buttons are not modding. Yeah, they're not. They're not. Unless you actually like have to like drill and do all kinds of crazy stuff and you're putting like a different, you know, whatever. If you need to get help on building your arcades, then hit up Katie for sure. Her husband doesn't build, he runs the stream. But yeah, I mean, there's plenty of good places to go with people that are actually not knowledgeable. As an arcade channel, Overtime Arcade, hands down, like one of my favorite arcade channels ever for restorations and stuff like that. If you want like real arcade knowledge, Messiah autocorrects to Messiah. I know, it's so annoying. Vic VP, yeah, Geo, yeah, Vic VP. He's like Master Pin guy. And oh my God, Ray. But Ray doesn't really like run his channel. These guys have a good podcast though, which is on Joel's channel. So Retro Lizard. But there's lots of people who are knowledgeable, and that's what I'm getting at. Is like watch. You know, if my recommendation is watch content that's knowledgeable, don't enable people like Danny, because he's just going to take advantage of you. And I mean, people like Thor, you know, who like that, like having, you know, someone with a heel on their foot step on their nuts. Hey, if that's what you want to do, go right ahead. I'm not telling you not to do that, but I'm just trying to give you my best recommendations and give you a, you know, a bigger picture of what is going on in that community and to watch out so you don't get bamboozled, you know. Danny is a hype man. I don't care for it, but it gets a following on YouTube and it's not politics. I don't know about that with the politics, but okay. Oh yeah, that's another thing too that I didn't even get into, but I mean, the dude does have a record of domestic violence. That's not exactly a good thing. That's not a good thing at all, actually. I mean, everything else I showed you, I'm not going to pull it up, but you can go to Messiah's channel and you can see all that there in his latest video, I believe. And yeah. You know what? January. Okay, Giovanni, I promise. January. I was working on the multicade and I made a lot of like changes to it. It's really in a place where I like it now. So January, it's coming. I've been thinking about it. I have it written down. It's coming January. So but yeah, I mean, you know, I'm sure that there's a lot of people that just are here to have fun and watch good content and whatnot. But I like honest content. I don't like people who don't have shit for integrity. You know, who just make up blatant lies and who steal. I don't like those things. But if you do, you're not going to like my channel. I can tell you that much. Yes, bamboozled. Bamboozled by Danny's fake persona. Bamboozled by his manipulative tactics, you know, where he tries to get people to give him money. I mean, everybody knows. Everybody knows like what's up, what the situation is. Thanks, matey. Appreciate it. I'm glad you liked it. I'm glad you liked it. You know what? That was a fun one to make. I only hate people that like Ashton Forbes Flight MH270 crap. Is that like Flight 270? I don't know which one that is, but it sounds familiar. Like what, Bermuda Triangle crash, some crash disappearance. Retro Lizard. Yeah, he really did. He really did. You find good info for your videos, makes it fun. I kind of, that's what I shoot for. Yeah. And I usually build off of, you know, my own experiences and just kind of go from there. But I'm glad that people enjoy him. I'm glad that people enjoy him. And more to come next year for Arcade versus Console. 7 more episodes. And 2. Boom. Yeah, so it's been an interesting stream, and I know it was a long one, and probably most people aren't gonna like watch this whole replay, but hopefully like someone who watches it gets something out of it and thinks like, oh, I'm not crazy. I think that's, again, just like the main thing. And for those who came in and were in the chat, thanks. Thanks for being here and conversation. Thor KC says, I work from home. The only thing anyone on YouTube can take from me, I am giving freely my views and interactions. And money, right? I think you know that I think that the thing is, though, is like people need to be able to, some people need to be able to trust content creators because they kind of come to YouTube to get information. So yeah, you fucking troll. No, it's all right. Just don't be trolling me on alt accounts. Yeah. Are you coming back or what? You gonna be a media 1-up slut? Don't lie to me, Justin. Console kits. We want to see your troll QBC. That would be ultimate. No alt accounts. Okay. Mensa says, "Are you gonna come on a stream?" All right, guys, gals, everything in between. Oh, the lighting here is just a little bit too dim, huh? Oh shit! There we go. No media 1-up. Okay. Hell no. I'm not buying any of that. Yeah, I'm not buying any of that. I think I'm like pretty solid where I'm at. I'm actually like trying to get rid of a couple because I do like mods. Well, not really like mods, but kind of semi-mod stuff on the side that I'll sell from time to time. But Retro Lizard is now a pro retro shooter. He says the Reapers are really good. You know, he sparked my interest because I think like the first run I just really wasn't that impressed with. But their new ones actually look pretty cool. Like the cost, you can't argue with the price. The question is, how long do they last for? That is the question. To be or not to be. The Donkey Kong is gold. I love that thing. I know. It was such a find. Love it. Put some TLC into that. But okay, guys, look. Thanks for being here. Again, thank you. Thanks for keeping it mostly civil. Look, opinions are always welcome here. Okay. I mean, I guess if you got Amazon affiliate, you might catching me use it. Otherwise, I don't really like giving YouTube Google money to have my activity tracked. They can pay me if they want. No, not unless they want to send me one. I'm not paying for it. Yeah, dude. I have no problem like getting sent stuff to review. If I'm interested in it, like if I'm interested in it and somebody offers it for review, like I'll be like, okay. But if I'm not, I'll just be like, no thanks, or just not respond to their emails. I don't like doing a lot of reviews though. I don't want to be like one of those review channels either. So it's kind of like, yeah, I don't know. But X Arcade does make good stuff. Historically, I've had an X Arcade for a long time. For probably like 15 years, I think I've had X Arcade stuff. So they definitely make good stuff. Definitely make good stuff. But anyways, thank you guys for being here. And I hope you all have a really happy holiday season. Safe. Please stay safe out there. Okay. No drunk driving, no T-bones, nothing like that. And yeah, be safe. Enjoy your family. Hug someone. Fuck all this arcade shit. At least for like the next week or two. And just be good. Okay. All right. You guys take care. And until next time, I'll see you then.